Oil services companies ask a federal judge to end the drilling moratorium in the Gulf. Dozens of workers are killed in a China coal mine blast, and a new state environmental report gives the green light to wind turbines off the coast of New Jersey.
From the Energy News Center in Washington, D.C., this is the Energy Report with Susan McGinnis.
Good afternoon, I'm Susan McGinnis. Thanks for joining us for the Energy Report. Companies that service offshore rigs are asking a judge to overturn the 6-month moratorium on new drilling in the Gulf. Hornbeck Offshore Services, which operates offshore vessels, and some other firms filed suit and argued today that the government arbitrarily imposed that moratorium, stopping drilling at 33 exploratory wells with no proof the operations pose a threat. U.S. District Judge Martin Feldman says he will decide by Wednesday whether to overturn the moratorium. Meantime, BP said today it has now spent $2 billion over 2 months fighting the spill and compensating victims. Also, CEO Tony Hayward had to cancel an appearance at a London oil conference today because of the spill. He was supposed to talk about the global responsibilities of international oil companies. At least 47 miners were killed when an explosion ripped through a coal mine in central China earlier today. The Chinese government says 75 miners were initially trapped, but the other 28 escaped. The state broadcaster CCTV says carbon monoxide poisoning set off by the explosion could have killed the workers, but an investigation is still underway. Government officials say the mining license there expired June the 6th, but the owner illegally resumed operations. While safety has improved in recent years, China's mining industry remains among the world's deadliest. Well, a new study by New Jersey's Department of Environmental Protection says wind turbines off New Jersey's coast would have little negative impact on the environment. Commissioner Bob Martin says the $7 million study over 2 years found little impact on birds, fish, and other marine life caused by construction of wind turbines located up to 20 miles off the coastline. Scientists looked at the movement of whales and dolphins, 153 bird species, the location of fisheries, and the salinity and temperature of the water. 4 wind projects have been proposed off the Jersey coast. The final report is due out early next month. PG&E plans to create a $100 million tax equity fund to finance residential solar installations in 5 states. Solar installations would be leased to homeowners. They can run more than $30,000. Sunrun would install, own, and maintain the systems at no cost to the homeowner, and the homeowners would then agree to a power purchase agreement that fixes their monthly electricity costs for up to 18 years. The plan for the fund is to finance solar installations for 3,500 homes in Arizona, California, Colorado, Massachusetts, and New Jersey. A new report says Australia could meet all of its energy needs from renewable technologies by the year 2020. Melbourne University and environmental group Beyond Zero Emissions say in the study that 60% of energy would come from baseload solar thermal plants built at 12 sites. The rest will be generated by wind with 8,000 6-megawatt turbines at 23 sites. For times when wind and solar thermal don't meet demand, hydro and biomass are recommended as backup. The report says $33 billion a year through 2020 in public and private money is needed to finish that project. Also, an $81 billion upgrade of the energy grid. Here's a look at some goings-on around the Beltway tomorrow. 10 a.m. the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee meets in Dirksen to review policies to reduce oil consumption through the promotion of accelerated deployment electric drive vehicles. At noon, the National Italian American Foundation hosts a public policy forum tomorrow in Rayburn. Features remarks by the Center for American Progress President John Podesta regarding the Gulf oil spill. 2:30, Senate Environment and Public Works Committee has a hearing in Dirksen on oversight of the EPA Superfund program. That's the Energy Report. We'll see you again tomorrow with your latest energy news. For any suggestions or comments about our programming on Clean Skies News, we'd like to hear from you. You can contact us at contact@cleanskies.com. We're also on Twitter and Facebook. From all of us here in the Energy News Center, have a good day.